Once upon a time, in a lush forest teeming with life, there lived a clever fox named Jin. Jin was known far and wide for his cunning ways, and his knack for outsmarting even the most cunning of creatures. One day, as Jin roamed through the forest in search of his next meal, he stumbled upon a vine heavy with plump, ripe grapes. With a gleam in his eye and a rumble in his belly, Jin leapt towards the vine, eager to taste the sweet fruit that dangled just out of reach. But no matter how hard he tried, Jin found himself unable to reach the grapes. Time and time again, he leapt and stretched, only to fall back to the ground empty-handed. Frustrated and hungry, Jin let out a frustrated growl and turned away from the vine, convinced that the grapes were sour anyway. As Jin wandered through the forest, his hunger gnawing at him, he couldn't shake the memory of the tantalizing grapes that had eluded him. Try as he might to forget about them, the image of the plump, juicy fruit lingered in his mind, tormenting him with its sweetness. But then, as Jin stumbled upon a patch of wild berries growing by the side of the path, he had a sudden realization. The berries might not be as large or as succulent as the grapes, but they were still delicious in their own right. And more importantly, they were within reach. With a grateful heart, Jin began to feast on the berries, savoring their tart sweetness and feeling a sense of satisfaction wash over him. In that moment, he understood the true meaning of non-attachment, that by letting go of his desire for the grapes, he had opened himself up to the abundance of the present moment. From that day forth, Jin approached life with a newfound sense of contentment and gratitude, knowing that true happiness lay not in the pursuit of desires, but in the simple joys that surrounded him each and every day. And as he roamed through the forest, his belly full and his heart light, he whispered a silent thank you to the grapes that had taught him the most valuable lesson of all, that in letting go of desires, one could find true freedom and peace. In the realm where time flowed like a river and the winds whispered tales of old, there existed a legend as timeless as the stars, the story of the strength of the phoenix. It spoke of the indomitable resilience and unwavering renewal found in rising from the ashes of adversity. In a distant land where the sky met the earth in a blaze of color and the forests sang with the melody of life, there dwelled a magnificent creature known as the phoenix, a mythical bird of fire and light, whose very existence symbolized the power of transformation and rebirth. For centuries, the phoenix soared through the heavens, its feathers ablaze with the radiance of 1,000 suns, leaving trails of light in its wake. But as with all beings, the phoenix to face trials and tribulations that tested its strength and resolve. One fateful day, a great calamity befell the land, engulfing the world in flames and leaving destruction in its wake. The once vibrant forests were reduced to smoldering embers, and the creatures that called them home were left homeless and bereft. Amidst the devastation, the phoenix found itself consumed by the flames, its once vibrant feathers reduced to ash and its spirit battered by the ferocity of the inferno. But even in the darkest depths of despair, the phoenix refused to surrender to the flames, for it knew that true strength lay not in the absence of adversity, but in the courage to rise from the ashes and begin anew. And so, with a heart full of determination and a spirit undaunted by the flames, the phoenix summoned forth its inner fire and rose from the ashes, its feathers shimmering with newfound strength and resilience. With each beat of its wings, it breathed life back into the scorched earth, transforming the desolation into a vibrant tapestry of color and life. As the flames subsided and the smoke cleared, the land was reborn, a testament to the boundless resilience and unwavering renewal found in overcoming adversity. And in the heart of the phoenix, a flame burned bright, a flame that would forever illuminate the path of those who dared to rise from the ashes and embrace the infinite possibilities of rebirth. Deep in the heart of a rugged wilderness, where ancient forests stood tall and mighty mountains pierced the sky, there dwelled a formidable bear named Grizzle. With fur as dark as the midnight sky and eyes that glinted with wisdom and strength, Grizzle roamed the wilderness with a majestic presence that commanded respect from all who crossed his path. In the shadow of the towering pines, Grizzle lived a life of solitude and resilience. He traversed the rugged terrain with ease, his powerful muscles rippling beneath his fur as he foraged for food and sheltered in the caverns of the mountains. But amidst the solitude of the wilderness, Grizzle carried a quiet wisdom, a strength born of facing adversity head-on and emerging stronger for it. For he knew that true power lay not in the size of one's claws or the ferocity of one's roar, but in the resilience of the spirit, the indomitable will to rise above even the most daunting challenges. One day, as Grizzle roamed the forest in search of sustenance, he stumbled upon a young fox trapped beneath a fallen tree, its leg pinned beneath the weight of the branches. The fox whimpered in pain, its eyes wide with fear as it struggled to free itself from the crushing weight. Moved by compassion, Grizzle approached the trapped fox and, with a mighty heave, lifted the fallen tree off its leg, freeing it from its captivity. The fox looked up at Grizzle with gratitude shining in its eyes, its tail wagging in relief. "Thank you, noble bear," the fox said, its voice trembling with emotion. "You have shown me the true meaning of strength, the power to overcome even the greatest obstacles and emerge victorious in the face of adversity." Grizzle nodded solemnly, his heart swelling with pride at the fox's words. For he knew that true strength was not measured in the size of one's claws or the ferocity of one's roar, but in the willingness to lend a helping hand to those in need, to stand tall in the face of adversity, and to never falter in the pursuit of what is right. And as Grizzle and the fox journeyed through the wilderness together, their bond forged in the fires of adversity and strengthened by the power of resilience, they knew that no challenge was too great, no obstacle too daunting. For they carried within them the indomitable spirit of the bear, a spirit that would guide them through even the darkest of nights and lead them to the light of a new dawn. In a cozy village nestled among rolling hills and meandering streams, there lived a curious cat named Luna, with fur as black as the midnight sky and eyes that sparkled like precious gems. Luna roamed the cobblestone streets with a boundless curiosity that set her apart from the other animals. From the moment she opened her eyes each morning, Luna's mind buzzed with questions and wonders about the world around her. She would chase after fluttering butterflies, pounce on rustling leaves, and perch atop the highest rooftops, her gaze fixed on the distant horizon as she pondered the mysteries of the universe. But amidst her playful adventures, Luna carried a quiet wisdom, a wisdom born of her insatiable curiosity and open-mindedness. For she knew that true growth and self-discovery lay not in the answers she sought, but in the journey of exploration and discovery itself. One day, as Luna roamed the village square, she stumbled upon a group of travelers gathered around a weathered old storyteller. Intrigued by the tales of far-off lands and exotic creatures, Luna crept closer, her ears pricked with interest. The storyteller spun tales of distant lands where dragons soared through the skies and mermaids danced beneath the waves, capturing Luna's imagination in a whirlwind of excitement and wonder. And as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began to twinkle overhead, Luna knew that she could no longer resist the call of adventure that tugged at her heartstrings. With a flick of her tail and a playful meow, Luna bid farewell to the familiar sights and sounds of the village and set off into the unknown, her heart brimming with anticipation and her mind open to the endless possibilities that lay ahead. As Luna journeyed through forests and fields, mountains and valleys, she encountered beings of every shape and size, each with their own stories to tell and lessons to impart. And with each new encounter, Luna's curiosity only grew stronger, her mind expanding with the knowledge and wisdom she gained along the way. In the depths of a dark forest, Luna met a wise old owl who spoke of the importance of open-mindedness and the beauty of embracing the unknown. True wisdom, the owl whispered, lies not in the answers we seek, but in the questions we ask, the willingness to explore the depths of our curiosity and venture into the unknown with an open heart and mind. Inspired by the owl's words, Luna continued her journey with renewed determination, her curiosity leading her ever onward towards new horizons and exciting adventures. And though her path may have been filled with twists and turns, challenges and obstacles, Luna knew that as long as she remained true to herself and followed the guiding light of her curiosity, she would always find her way home to the place where her journey began and where her heart would forever reside. In the heart of an ancient forest, where moonlight danced through the canopy of towering trees and the air was thick with the fragrance of wildflowers, there lived a wise old owl named Orion, with eyes as bright as the stars and feathers that shimmered like silver in the moonlight. Orion was revered as the keeper of knowledge and wisdom in the forest. One tranquil evening, as the forest was bathed in the soft glow of the full moon, a young squirrel named Suri approached Orion with a curious gleam in her eye. "Oh, wise Orion," she said, her voice trembling with excitement, "I have heard tales of your great wisdom and keen insight. Please, share with me the secrets of the universe." Orion regarded Suri with a solemn nod, his eyes sparkling with ancient wisdom. "Patience, young one," he said, his voice a gentle whisper in the stillness of the night. "The path to wisdom is not found in seeking answers, but in learning to observe and discern the truths that lie hidden within the world around us." Eager to learn, Suri followed Orion deep into the heart of the forest, where they came upon a clearing bathed in the silvery light of the moon. Here, Orion began to teach Suri the art of keen observation, showing her how to listen to the whispers of the wind, watch the dance of shadows upon the forest floor, and feel the rhythm of life pulsing through the earth beneath her feet. As Suri honed her senses and opened her heart to the wisdom of the forest, she began to see the world with new eyes, a world alive with hidden truths and subtle mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Together, Orion and Suri embarked on a journey of discovery, exploring the depths of the forest and unraveling the secrets of the natural world. With each new revelation, Suri's understanding deepened, and she grew wiser with each passing day. One moonlit night, as they sat beneath the stars, Suri turned to Orion with gratitude shining in her eyes. "Thank you, wise Orion," she said, her voice filled with awe and wonder. "Thanks to your guidance, I have learned to see the world with clarity and discernment, to observe the hidden truths that lie beyond the surface of things." Orion smiled, his eyes twinkling with pride. "Remember, young one," he said, his voice a gentle reminder in the stillness of the night, "true wisdom is not found in the pursuit of knowledge alone, but in the willingness to open your heart and mind to the beauty and complexity of the world around you." And so, as the moon dipped below the horizon and the forest fell silent, Suri vowed to carry the lessons of the wise old owl with her always, embracing the importance of keen observation and discernment on her spiritual journey through life. And though the path ahead may be long and winding, she knew that with Orion's guidance and the wisdom of the forest as her companion, she would navigate the challenges that lay ahead with grace and clarity, forever guided by the wisdom of the owl. In a land where the sky kissed the earth and the winds whispered secrets among the trees, there dwelled a magnificent bird named Aurora. With feathers of vibrant hues that shimmered in the sunlight and eyes that sparkled with the wisdom of ages, Aurora soared above the treetops with grace and freedom. Yet, despite her majestic wings and boundless spirit, Aurora felt a weight upon her heart, a longing for something beyond the confines of the forest, something she could not name but felt deep within her soul. One day, as Aurora perched atop the tallest tree, her gaze wandered beyond the horizon, where the distant mountains rose like giants against the sky. And in that moment, she felt a stirring within her, calling to explore the unknown, to venture beyond the familiar and embrace the vastness of the world. With a flutter of her wings, Aurora took flight, leaving behind the safety of the forest and embarking on a journey into the great unknown. She soared high above the clouds, her heart filled with a sense of exhilaration and freedom unlike anything she had ever known. As Aurora journeyed across valleys and rivers, mountains and deserts, she encountered beings of every shape and size, each with their own hopes and dreams, fears and desires. And with each encounter, she learned valuable lessons about the nature of attachment and the power of letting go. In the depths of a dark forest, Aurora met a wise old owl who spoke of the burden of attachments, the invisible chains that bind us to the past and prevent us from embracing the present moment. True freedom, the owl whispered, lies not in holding on, but in letting go of our fears, our doubts, and our attachments to things that no longer serve us. Inspired by the owl's words, Aurora released the weight of her burdens, the doubts that had plagued her, the fears that had held her back, and soared even higher into the vast expanse of the sky. And as she journeyed onward, Aurora discovered a truth that resonated deep within her soul, a truth as ancient as the stars and as timeless as the heavens themselves. That true freedom is not found in the external world, but in the boundless depths of our own hearts. With this newfound wisdom, Aurora continued her journey, her wings carrying her ever onward towards the horizon, where the sun dipped below the edge of the earth and the stars twinkled like diamonds in the velvet sky. And though she knew not where her path would lead, she trusted in the infinite possibilities that lay ahead, knowing that true liberation awaited those who dared to let go and embrace the beauty of the unknown. In the heart of a dense jungle, where the emerald canopy stretched towards the heavens and the air hummed with the songs of exotic birds, there lived a majestic tiger named Raj, with sleek fur the color of burnished gold and eyes that gleamed like molten amber. Raj was revered as the undisputed king of the jungle. Yet, despite his fearsome reputation, Raj harbored a secret, a longing to discover the true extent of his strength and courage. For deep within the recesses of his heart, he knew that true greatness lay not in the fierceness of his roar, but in the courage to face life's challenges with unwavering resolve. One moonlit night, as the jungle hummed with the symphony of nocturnal creatures, Raj felt a stirring within his soul, a call to embark on a journey that would test his mettle and awaken the dormant power that lay within. With a mighty roar that echoed through the night, Raj set forth into the unknown, his powerful muscles rippling beneath his golden fur as he prowled through the dense undergrowth. As he journeyed deeper into the heart of the jungle, Raj encountered a series of trials that tested his courage and strength: a raging river that threatened to sweep him away, a treacherous ravine that tested his agility, and a band of fierce predators that sought to challenge his reign as king. Yet, with each obstacle he faced, Raj drew upon the untapped reservoirs of strength and courage that lay within him, facing each challenge head-on with a fierce determination that left his adversaries in awe. At last, after many trials and tribulations, Raj emerged victorious, his spirit ablaze with the fire of triumph and his heart filled with a newfound sense of purpose. For he had discovered that true courage was not the absence of fear, but the willingness to confront it head-on, to harness the power that lay within and emerge stronger on the other side. Returning to his jungle kingdom, Raj stood tall and proud, his eyes blazing with the fierce light of determination. And as he roared to the heavens, his voice rang out like thunder, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the tiger and the courage that dwelled within us all. From that day forth, Raj ruled over the jungle with a strength and wisdom born of his newfound courage, inspiring all who crossed his path to embrace their own innate power and face life's challenges with unwavering resolve. And though the jungle may be vast and full of dangers, Raj knew that with courage as his guide, he would fearlessly journey onward, forever exploring the depths of his own strength and embracing the challenges that lay ahead. In a serene lake bordered by lush reeds and towering willows, there lived a graceful swan named Luna, with feathers as white as freshly fallen snow and eyes that shimmered like the stars reflected in the water. Luna glided across the surface of the lake with effortless elegance. One radiant morning, as the sun painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, Luna felt a stirring within her soul, a call to surrender to the gentle currents of life and embrace the beauty of the present moment. With a graceful dip of her slender neck, Luna spread her wings and surrendered herself to the flow of the water, allowing it to carry her effortlessly across the shimmering surface of the lake. Luna felt a profound sense of peace wash over her, deep knowing that she was exactly where she was meant to be, guided by the unseen currents of fate. As Luna glided through the tranquil waters, she encountered a wise old turtle basking in the warmth of the morning sun. Intrigued by the turtle's serene presence, Luna approached him with a graceful bow. "Greetings, wise one," Luna said, her voice as soft as the rustling reeds. "I am Luna, the swan of the lake. Tell me, how do you find such peace amidst the chaos of the world?" The turtle regarded Luna with a knowing smile, his ancient eyes reflecting the wisdom of ages past. "Dear Luna," he said, "true peace can only be found in the surrender to the flow of life, to trust in the currents that guide us and embrace the beauty of each moment as it unfolds." Inspired by the turtle's words, Luna continued her journey with a newfound sense of grace and surrender, allowing herself to be carried by the gentle currents of the lake and embracing the beauty of each passing moment. As she glided across the water, Luna's heart overflowed with gratitude for the simple joys of life, the warmth of the sun on her feathers, the soft caress of the breeze against her skin, and the shimmering dance of light upon the water's surface. From that day forth, Luna lived her life with a grace and elegance born of her surrender to the flow of life, inspiring all who crossed her path to embrace the beauty of the present moment and trust in the unseen currents that guide us all. And though the world around her may change and evolve, Luna knew that as long as she remained true to the rhythm of her heart and surrendered to the flow of life, she would continue to glide gracefully through the waters of destiny, forever guided by the grace of the swan. In a serene village nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering forests, there lived a humble farmer named Hero. Hero tended to his crops with care, finding contentment in the rhythm of the seasons and the simple joys of rural life. One day, as Hero worked in his fields, his prized horse escaped from its pen and galloped into the wilderness. The villagers mourned the loss of such a valuable asset, but Hero remained unperturbed. "Do not fret," he said with a serene smile. "Who knows what blessings or misfortunes tomorrow may bring?" Sure enough, a few days later, the lost horse returned, leading a wild stallion of unmatched beauty and strength. The villagers marveled at Hero's good fortune, but Hero simply shrugged and continued his work. "Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise," he said calmly, "but who can say for certain?" Soon after, Hero's son, Takeshi, attempted to tame the wild stallion, only to be thrown from its back and break his leg. The villagers lamented the unfortunate turn of events, but Hero remained composed. "Do not despair," he reassured them. "Life is full of twists and turns, and we must accept whatever comes our way with equanimity." Weeks passed, and a war broke out in the neighboring kingdom. The king's soldiers swept through the village, conscripting able-bodied men to join the ranks of the army. Takeshi, with his broken leg, was spared from the draft, while many other young men were forced to leave their homes and families behind. As Hero watched his neighbors bid tearful farewells to their loved ones, he reflected on the unpredictable nature of life and the wisdom of accepting circumstances as they arise. Truly, he mused, the horse that was lost may have been a blessing in disguise, and the horse that was gained, a hidden calamity. And so, in a world filled with uncertainty and change, Hero remained steadfast in his acceptance of the ebb and flow of life, finding peace and contentment in each passing moment. In a bustling forest, where ancient trees whispered secrets to the wind and sunlight danced through the canopy, there lived a colony of ants. Among them was a young ant named Tylo, known for his boundless energy and insatiable curiosity. One bright morning, as Tylo scurried along the forest floor in search of food, he stumbled upon a wise old sage sitting beneath a towering oak tree. Intrigued by the sage's serene presence, Tylo approached him with a humble bow. "Greetings, young one," the sage said with a gentle smile. "I am the keeper of wisdom, and you have been chosen to learn the lessons of humility and diligence." Eager to embark on his quest, Tylo nodded eagerly, and the sage began to speak of the virtues of hard work and perseverance in the pursuit of spiritual growth. With each passing day, Tylo dedicated himself to his tasks with unwavering determination, tirelessly gathering food for the colony and tending to the needs of his fellow ants. Though the work was hard and the days long, Tylo approached each challenge with a humble heart and a steadfast resolve. As the seasons changed and the forest bloomed with new life, Tylo's efforts bore fruit, and the colony thrived under his diligent care. Yet, despite his newfound success, Tylo remained humble, never seeking praise or recognition for his deeds. One day, as Tylo rested beneath the shade of a fern, he was approached by a weary traveler, a butterfly whose wings had been tattered by the winds of adversity. "Dear ant," the butterfly said, "I have traveled far and wide in search of wisdom, yet it is here, in the simplicity of your actions, that I have found the true meaning of diligence and humility. Touched by the butterfly's words, Tylo bowed his head in gratitude, realizing that true greatness lay not in grand achievements or lofty ambitions, but in the quiet strength of a humble heart. From that day forth, Tylo continued his journey with renewed purpose, embodying the virtues of diligence and humility in all that he did. And though the path ahead may be long and challenging, he knew that with perseverance and humility, he could overcome any obstacle and achieve his spiritual goals. As the sun dipped below the horizon and the forest fell silent, Tylo gazed up at the star-filled sky, filled with a deep sense of peace and contentment. For he knew that no matter how small or insignificant he may seem in the vastness of the universe, his actions had the power to inspire greatness in others and illuminate the path to enlightenment for all beings, one humble step at a time.